Thought another goal is all we needed. Taking second chances till we bleed. And when all the love had been depleted,
game time. I'm on one, like it's Kelly and I'm Bay bound. Treat the greatest competition like the playground. Freestyling Jay Spin and make them say wow. Then I beat the brakes off until I'm stayed down. Became a king from a common man, and I turned my worst critics to my staunchest fans and worked at it until the world was believing. They gave them no choice but to see it. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with the hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with the hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we get started again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we get started.
Feelings change, I can remember all the reasons why we've been separate ways. Feeling all alone and you called the name, keeping you captive in busy chains.
We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we get started again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we get started again. Tomorrow we build, depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will, though, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Tomorrow we build, depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will, though, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. We can start again. We can start it.
Dancing in the shadows, waiting for new light, being with you. And this new sunrise is upon us. A new sunrise is all we need. New sunrise is upon us. A new sunrise.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to week 5 of our, Frontier Doubles League action. I'm Audley, joined with Tubby Boy. Tubby, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Excited for this great FDL Star League action. We have the Star Hydras sitting at 1-3, playing the Star Dragons, who are undefeated right now and front runners to make it to the playoffs. Coming into this game, the Dragons are on a roll, 4-0, looking like one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Star League. I'm sure a lot of channel points. Well, we're not doing channel points right now because we got nobody. But if there was channel points, everyone would have it on them. But the Hydras, who are a new look team, nobody from their original squad, I think, is left on this team. Are looking to turn their season around and get back into this. And a win today against the number 1 ranked Dragons will go a long way in turning a season around.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm excited about this matchup here. As like you said, if you look at the Dragons, they're 4-0 undefeated, but then you look at the Hydras, they're not doing super hot so far at 1-3, but they can definitely turn things around as, like you said, it's going to be a whole new squad. Tubby, I'm ready to jump into this game if you are. I'm excited.
Absolutely, I am too. We do have Joy and Maki going for the Dragons against Burrito and Ocean Man. I do believe that is Street, if I am not wrong. I am not 100% on that, but I do believe that. So we have an A lineup versus a C lineup, I think, or no, a B lineup is what it would be. So interesting matchup here, and the Dragons definitely have the salary advantage going into this match.
Well, you said it as Joy's key. Oh my goodness, he can't even let me say a single word. Joy, 1-0, 10 seconds into the game.
Absolutely. Just fast pace, getting it over Ocean Man. He's probably not expecting the flick right there. Unable to recover there, and that's 1-0 quick for the Dragons. Great start here for the undefeated team.
Man, he just kept that ball. What a great touch he had off the back wall and just pushed it forward and kept the momentum on the ball and got over one person over the Hydras and then flicked it over the other. As Maki is looking to mirror that play. As here's Burrito putting the ball on net, and Joy almost puts it in his own net. As Maki's here, gonna hopefully send it to his left corner. Just reduce some of the pressure here, as he's the only one supersonic right now and putting it way over to the far right. And he gets a demo on Ocean Man. My goodness, beautiful 50 from Joy. Man, this guy's almost wanting me to say Joyo. If he's gonna hit him musty this game, then I'll start calling him Joyo, but we'll see. Maki looking to rotate back as Ocean Man's doing a couple spinnies. And it gets by one guy. Maki's there to stop things, and he's looking to chase Burrito down. I gotta like the name Burrito. It's probably my favorite food, and it's a great name just because it's well, it's a good food, right?
Absolutely. You can't go wrong with a burrito. Reason why is because you can put anything in a burrito, really. And so you can turn it into anything you want. You want to have a pizza burrito? Not my style, but if you want to do it, you go right ahead. I mean, burrito really encapsulates everything. It's just food wrapped in a wrap, so, anything
Man,
could be a
love to
burrito,
see
so
it.
think about it.
Well, speaking of all-encapsulated foods, Burrito might want to be an all-encapsulated player here.
Oh my
and
god.
By that, he's talking defense, and can't really do it as Joy just gets a nice flick and gets the other team panicking. 2-0 for the Dragons.
I mean, that goal was just a pure joy to watch. All right.
Oh my goodness, he's got puns.
Always the puns.
Man, Tubby, I think we're gonna have a good time here if you're bringing on puns like that.
I mean, it was the low-hanging fruit, and I just had to put it out there, all right?
Man, talking about burritos and fruit now, got me hungry.
You know what I'm hungry for here? I'm hungry for some goals here. I'm looking to see if the Hydras can get back into this one. I know the Dragons are the heavy favorite here, but I want to see I want to see the Hydras put on some pressure here, but it's not going to happen that way. As we get Joy with the hat trick there, great pass for Maki. And something I've noticed from looking at the stats is that Joy may be doing a lot of the scoring, but this is not how this Dragons team operates. I mean, across the board, they have two high salary players and a low salary players. All of them. MVPR is 4.7 at the beginning of it, I'm pretty sure. Which means this is a well-balanced team. They're not really star-centric. They play together as a team a lot, and I think we're seeing it right here. Maki, he might not be doing the scoring right now, but he's playing a great support role right now, and really backing up Joy, who is the hot hand right now, and playing his role really well.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, oh my goodness. This Dragons team, and especially these other teams recently, they don't like me talking. It's something about me about to speak really just wants them to put the ball in the back of the net. So, clearly we have a 4-goal game here for the Dragons. But as I was gonna say, the third goal we saw there for the Dragons, I'm not sure what the Hydras were doing. It clearly was a mistake by them, and I think they're just trying to shake off the cobwebs here in game number 1. We're really gonna have to see what they can do in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Hydras here, I maybe want to see them put on a little bit more pressure, maybe try and get a little more aggressive. The Dragons have really been, a lot more bump-centric than the Hydras have. and they've really put the Hydras on their back feet when it comes to defense, putting a lot of pressure on. And for the Hydras, I'm seeing a lot of, one-man attempts, but and then they have an opportunity when they're rotating out to go for the bump, and they just don't. And they're allowing the Dragons to just sit, back and play, solid defense because they're not putting any pressure on them. They're not making them uncomfortable as Burrito goes for a 6-shot right here. But Joy, again, just with the great defense that we've seen from the Dragons all this time, just suffocating the Hydra's offense.
Yeah, see, the initial play there was great positioning by the Hydras, but to end things off, they unfortunately double committed, resulting in this beautiful counterattack by the Dragons, putting them up by 5 goals.
This is a pure team game right here. This is so unselfish. I've never seen, I've watched a lot of Rocket League, and right now these two are operating at as good a team as I've probably seen in the FDL. So far this season, and maybe going back for a couple seasons, they just really seem to be in sync and knowing where the other player is on these passes, and they're just in the right position all the time. It's very impressive here from the Dragons, but that time, Maki unable to get the touch he needed, and Burrito's able to put the Hydras on the board here, gonna avoid the shutout.
I think this is exactly what the Hydras need to do. I mean, obviously it was a mistake by Maki there on the backboard, but keep in mind that was Burrito's good early challenge, allowing that to get sent off the backboard. So for the Hydras to get in this game or even in this series, they're gonna have to really up the pressure and reduce the mistakes. Hopefully they'll be able to look at this first game, and just understand what needs to happen in game number 2.
Yeah, and for me, I think that's kind of what the Hydras need to go for if they're not going to get a little bit more aggressive, like with bump plays and forcing the opportunities. They need to just kind of play a little bit more patient. Try not to go for anything too complicated where you're going to overextend yourself and use so much boost, and you're going to be caught unable to rotate back and help your teammate. You're going to want to look for mistakes and just kind of try and keep it low scoring here, as that's a great bump once again from Joy. As I've said all series long, the Dragons are just being so aggressive here, and it's really making the Hydras uncomfortable with the way they're bumping and going for 50s.
Yeah, I mean, not a great touch, unfortunately, by Ocean Man, but I mean, that attempt was decent, but Joy was there to squander it completely as he got a bump on Ocean Man, allowing an easy shot for Maki. And look at, tell you, man, we're getting pretty close here to hopefully we might get a Brazil here.
Maybe. I know the Dragons won it. I haven't been to South America in about a week. I think it was last week that I went there. Oh my God. Pack the bags, get the family, head on down. We're going on vacay. We're down in Brazil. But I mean, we're not going to be there long because it's a 0-second goal. So it's a quick vacation, You get there, you get off the plane, you get back on the plane, you leave.
Totally worth it, man. Totally worth it. 7-1 for the Dragons in game number 1. I mean, what can you say here, Tubby? I mean, Joy was there. He's dropping 1,000 points with 8 shots. I mean, come on now. What do you think that the Hydras can do here in game number 2? Like, what has to be changing?
It's hard to say anything that doesn't need to change. They really just need to sit down, cook in the lab, and figure out the strategy they want to go for. If they want to be uber aggressive and try to go for bumps, or if they kind of want to play it a little slower and play a little more safe and try and get the counterattacks. But they got to stick to a plan and find one, because right there it kind of looked they kind of just looked lost for most of that game, and the Dragons were really able to do whatever they want without a lot of resistance there. I mean, over 50% shooting in the game. 5 out of 7 goals were with an assist. 3 saves on the Hydras, 5 shots. I mean, they were just never uncomfortable in that game. The only flaw they had was that unfortunate miss by Maki that led to the Burrito goal. Other than that, I mean, the Dragons practically played a perfect game.
Yeah, I mean, that's well said. And if you look at the gameplay we saw the Dragons. They weren't dominating the air by any means. They definitely kept things grounded, and they were just the ones getting the better touches in all of the circumstances. On top of that, the Hydras making the mistakes really compounded to a 7-1 victory, as, oh my goodness, the Hydras almost scored their first goal of this game.
Absolutely, and maybe that's just what they need. Maybe they need to get a quick one up early, as Ocean, as I've said, got a little aggressive there, went for a bump on Maki. But as I was saying, they need to maybe get one early and then ride that momentum. But if Joey's around, there's no fun for the Hydras. He's just gonna score. I mean, look at how aggressive he's being. Even when he's not trying to get bumps, was actually right there, he was trying to get bumps, but he's getting bumps like crazy. And Ocean Man's been just harassed by Joy all game long. He's probably getting frustrated with the amount of bumps. He's in good position, but Joy is just outplaying him at every turn.
Yeah, it wasn't you can't say it wasn't a bad effort by Ocean Man, but oh my goodness, the fake. But Burrito wasn't allowing any of that as Maki gets a nice shot on net. Oh my goodness, the pressure is unmatched.
He's in his head right here. You can see it. You know, Ocean Man won up early because he didn't want to get bumped there, and Joy just said, "See you later." Burrito tried to recover, bounced it off the sidewall, but Maki was just too quick.
Yeah, see, the thing that I see, especially with that goal we just witnessed, it seems like the Hydras are playing things a lot slower than what they need to be, especially against this Dragons team. As you saw, Burrito, he grabbed the 100 boost, but he was not quick enough to recover and get close enough to the net. And especially in this game, you got to grab that boost and go. As there's another double commit that wasn't punished this time.
Just right there. I mean, with Ocean there, like he just wasted like 50 boost and just did nothing from it. And that's not what's gonna beat this Dragon defense. Everything you do has to have a purpose and it has to go towards helping your team win. That's a great attempt there, but just unfortunate his flip took him a little too far there. Great attempt, probably the best attempt we've seen so far from the Hydras at offense right here. It's once again, Joy is just destroying Ocean Man right here. He is not having a good series so far. And for Joy here, I believe that is his 6th goal in this series, just all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Ocean Man, that was, not a great challenge. I'm sure he would have wanted to take that one back, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're the only one left here with not a huge amount of boost. You see an opportunity to early challenge, but let's be honest here. If the other person's in control of the ball, there's a really good chance you're getting flicked over. As Ocean Man with a beautiful save. We got the crossbar playing excellent defense for the Hydras here as they're looking for a counterattack.
Dragons are just so aggressive.
So aggressive. As Burrito actually, this is exactly what he needs to do. Is he needs to speed up. He's keeping the pressure up against Joy right now. Great positioning. Beautiful shot.
That's what we needed to see there. Take advantage of that Dragon's aggression here, and the Dragons were low boost and not in position for this top corner beauty from Ocean Man. That's got to feel good for him. He's been taken advantage of or picked on a little bit by Joy in the defensive half. It's got to feel good to put that one top corner and bring this to striking distance here. It's going to be difficult here for the Hydras to get back into this series, but that's a great way to start here. And a mistake here from Maki. Once again, Ocean Man with a great placement. He's feeling himself now.
Would you look at that? A 3-0 game is now brought down to a 1-goal game as Ocean Man with another beautiful shot. But I do want to give Burrito credit, especially in that first goal. He kept the pressure up on Joy and didn't give him any space. And then, oh my goodness, Burrito tied game here.
Oh my God, we got tied up. What a flip, what a change of events here for the Hydras. When it looked like all hope was lost, 3 quick goals here, and for the Dragons here, you can't let this momentum spiral here. You gotta calm down a little bit, maybe try a fake kickoff or something here to kill their momentum and put one back up, because you gotta get back up quick, because right now the Hydras are feeling good and they're kind of feeling unstoppable here. You gotta stop this pressure that they're mounting.
Yeah, that third goal we just saw there, I mean, the one word to describe, I would say for the Dragons was complacent, as Maki was just, not in a great position, especially off the kickoff, just basically, being a little bit too close to Joy, and it really backfired as Burrito got a 0 boost goal. Just another, a wonderful flick, just, seeing where the other players were on the field and just capitalizing on it. As he's passing it over to Ocean Man, he's staying up with a lot of boost. An excellent pass over, but Burrito should have been a little more careful there, but Ocean Man's gonna make sure that things are safe.
Ooh. Burrito's not there. And what I'm noticing out of the Hydras here is they're challenging a lot earlier. In the first game and a half, they were really allowing the Dragons to take the ball past midfield without even getting close to them, which is allowing Joy and Maki to have the space to do whatever they wanted. They're shutting that down right now. They're playing the midfield strong right now, and it's really been the difference here so far. But they got to keep it up, though. If they give it back to the Dragons, we've seen how quickly they can strike here. But, I mean, right now they're playing so well, but they do have to work on communication there. That was a scary double commit. It could have got dicey there. Ocean flicks it over one, but Joy is just too strong off that back wall.
Ocean Man with the with the sliding dribble or the sliding flick. Oh man, and it was all for naught. As Burrito with an unfortunate early challenge, Ocean Man misses the boost and has to go super wide for that, not allowing him to get back quick enough as the Dragons are once again in the lead.
And that's the one situation as the Hydras we've seen that you don't want this Dragons team to be in. You don't want them to be dribbling the ball on their car down the field, because that's where they've done all their damage. Almost every single scoring play they've had has come from a solid flick from one of them that either goes in or sets up their teammate for an easy shot, as Ocean Man once again tries to score that. But Joy got his second hat-trick in this series. I believe it's 7 goals now. And let's not forget Maki also has 5 goals. So just an overall dominating team performance. You know, nobody really showing out. Joy has been the higher scorer, but Maki cannot be forgotten for the effort he's put in for Joy here.
Yeah, I mean, what a change of events from what we were just talking about. You know, wonderful rally back from the Hydras, but once again, we have another 2-goal game, a 2-goal lead, I should say, for the Dragons. With under 30 seconds left. I mean, this is a valiant effort.
My God.
Oh
Joy,
my
you
goodness.
Monster.
Oh my goodness. I mean, look at Joy with the 50s, but I mean, come on, that pass from Maki. Come
Absolutely.
on now.
Absolutely. Maki is partook in 3 out of Joy's 4 goals here. Almost 100% goal participation from both teams in both games here. It's been 100% a team effort here. I don't think we've seen a single complete solo play other than Joy. He's had a couple air dribble bumps that he's went for, but other than that, it's all been team-based movement out of the Dragons here. As nice little team play here coming from the Hydras, and it's going to work for them. Maybe a little too late, but that one's got to feel good. Putting another thing in their pocket that they know who they can rely on here, as Ocean Man going for the bump, and Burrito slots it far corner, so Maki has no chance. Great play there from the Hydras. Maybe keep that one in the back pocket and know that that's a possibility going into the next game.
Yep. Excuse me, I know that there's only, I guess now there's 0 seconds.
Ooh.
Can't capitalize it. That would have been just another consolation goal, as the Dragons now take the series to a potential sweep as we move into game number 3. I mean, for the Hydras, what I would like to say is they're down, but not by any means. They tied the game, especially against this Dragons team. And I would say that the reason they conceded was just because of the mistakes they made, especially on the double commits. So if they can really refine that in game number 3, if they can really just be aware of each other on the field, they could stand a chance.
Absolutely. The big thing I noticed is that they got those 3 quick goals, and then they got too ambitious on the offensive end, not knowing when to give up and pull back and recover and get boost, so that way you can make a solid defensive play against this striking Dragons team. That's really where they got caught. They were just too aggressive, and you know, it's a hard balance to do. I know. I say be defensive, but also be aggressive. It's a weird balance, but you just got to know when the play is dead and you need to regroup and not overexert yourself to the point where the Dragons aren't really going to have to try for the goal that they're going to end up scoring against you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially in Rocket League, I think the big thing, the important piece here to the puzzle is teams don't, you know, they're too worried on scoring a goal that the mistakes happen for them to get scored on, right? So they have to be more okay with just allowing less goals to go in the net. And I know this sounds very rudimentary, but, you know, the point here is that, you know, if your defense is on point, then basically it's the first team to make a mistake is going to be scored on, right? And we saw a lot of that from the Hydras, as you know, they're hopefully going to look to refine things. It's a
Good
beautiful
bump.
comes from Burrito as Ocean Man looks to get a touch here, but Joey gets a great touch over to the boost as he gets 100. And this is what we like to see. Burrito had a nice
give
touch
him
on the ball,
space.
looking for the demo.
I played against Maki plenty of times. You know, I'm just a scrub from a Def League, but Maki's flicks, I mean, I put him up against almost anybody else in the FDL. His flicks are crazy, and he can pull them out of nowhere. You know, you don't expect him to be able to get the ball on top of his car as quickly as he does. There's another great play there from the Dragons. Maki just too far out and ahead of it right there, unable to put it in the back of the net here. Lucky break here from the Hydras, keeping this one at 0-0.
Man, I mean, lucky break, but at the same time, come on now. That was actually a great play over to basically... Oh, he's not going to let me finish my sentences. Oh, beautiful save there from Joy as Ocean Man looks to get an air dribble. Now Maki has the ball in his car. And speaking of flicks, oh my goodness.
He's deadly. I'm telling you, Maki flicks are, I mean, bar none, probably. They got to be at least top 3 in the FDL. It comes out of nowhere. He can do any type of flick he wants from anywhere on the field. I mean, his power flicks from even beyond half field. You know, I've seen him score plenty of goals with just a quick power flick on the defensive end. It's just so fun to watch when he gets his flicks going here. And for the Hydras here, you can't panic here. You got to know what has gotten you into this game, and that's not what you want to see. Another quick goal for Maki here. Maybe this is Maki's pop-off game. Maybe he'll go for, I don't know, 1,000 points instead of Joy this time. But credit to Joy there. He did get a great bump there on Ocean, man. I saw that last second.
Yeah, I will say, you know, especially getting that bump off, didn't really, you know, clue in for Ocean Man, as he wasn't quick enough to the ball, as Maki had like plenty of space to get that shot off. You know, you saw a little bit of hesitation from him, but you know, he's like, oh, nobody's going. Okay, I guess I'll put it in the back of the net. As Ocean Man is there to grab 100 boost, and he's looking to keep the pressure up, but good that he rotated out as Burrito. It's a good 50 and comes off the wall. Way late on boost is Maki has to save it on the back line. Oh my goodness, his Ocean Man definitely tried to make a solo play there, but Burrito was kind of closed his eyes and jumped. Burrito, great pass over to Ocean Man.
Great
What
pass,
a play
great
from the
pass.
Hydras.
And it's good pressure right there. Able to go from boost to boost, you know, boost starve the Dragons here. And it's just a great pass there, and finally getting past that brick wall that Joy has been all series. Has been so great off that back wall, shutting down every single attack that the Hydras have had. But right there, Burrito with just a fantastic pass to finally get one past Joy. And now they're back in this game, but that's not what you want to see here. Great save from Burrito, but Joy will be there. Able to get up again on target here. Ocean Man goes up for it. And as we've seen here, just Hydras are just hanging on right here. You know, playing for their lives right now. They got to reverse this pressure that the Dragons are putting on them right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Hydras are. Oh yeah, see, Burrito was just a little bit too close there.
Good demo.
Yeah, great demo out to Maki, but I mean, they just got away with the skin of their teeth as the ball didn't go in their net, as they were pushed up a little bit too close, and now they're gonna get that pressure up like they did to hopefully get a second goal from that first one. It goes off the backboard from a pass from Joy, and Burrito gets a beautiful shot. We have a tie game.
Absolutely. Great way for the Hydras to capitalize and come back in this game here, and it's been through the team passing plays. You know, they've kind of went away from the ones plays that they were going for in the first and the first half of the second game. And these last couple games, it's been a lot of team plays, and that's what they need to do here to break through this solid Dragons defense. Unfortunate boost grab there from Ocean Man.
Yeah. Ah, man, just like that, the wind out of the sails of the Hydras gone. It's not a great kickoff for them there. We now have another lead for the Dragons, man. I mean, the Hydras have yet to have a lead this series.
Ooh,
Looks like
opportunity.
we have an open net, and
Oh,
yeah, it just Burrito is hoping and praying for Ocean Man to show up, and
there
he
it is.
does.
There it is. Great answer. Great way to not allow the Dragons to get a nice, comfortable lead back out there. We've seen them tie it up before, but they immediately let up 2 quick goals to allow the Dragons to remain comfortable in the series. The pressure is on the Dragons to finish this one out here. If you're the Hydras, you have nothing to lose here. You want to go all out here and give it your best. You might not win the series, but take a game here. You want to make it respectable. You don't want that sweep. Nobody likes sweeps on themselves. Take a series here, and take a game here, and maybe try and work yourself into a game 5.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Is the reason they scored that goal is, I'm not sure if you saw it, but Joy was, oh my goodness, they don't like me talking negative about the Dragons, as Joy puts it in the back of the net.
This has just been the story. The Hydras tie it up and immediately give up a quick one to the Dragons. They can put on so much pressure so quickly, and when you feel like they have no momentum, they just strike so quick.
Well, I saw a swag in the chat there saying that we're not biased, and I'd like to agree with him to some extent, but I will say I did put 4K channel points on the Dragons, but that's purely based on the stats. But you're right, unbiased.
Great opportunity. Great save again from Joy, being that defensive brick wall.
As we have 30 seconds left to see if the Hydras can stay in this series. It's not in yet!
Oh.
No. That's a tough one for the Hydras, as they are now down by 2 goals with 30 seconds left.
Unlikely, but not impossible here for the Hydras. They got to get a quick one if they want to have any shot here.
Yeah, we'll see. Like you said, I mean, you're not really down and out till you're out, but that might be a little bit of copium, especially against this Dragons.
This is their opportunity, boy.
Speaking of which,
Boy made a mistake.
oh,
There it
beautiful
is.
shot from Burrito. I was kind of scared there, as Ocean Man missed it, but it was going in the net regardless.
Oh my sure. Joy made a mistake there. He got too aggressive and opened the door here for the Hydras to take this one. 15 seconds. It's going to be challenging here. If I'm the Dragons here, I might park the bus and just play defense and not allow the Hydras to take this one. As maybe a little fake here from the Hydras, looking for the pass. Unfortunately, just not the spot Burrito wanted to put that here. As the Dragons are going to be able to drain precious seconds here. And for the Hydras here, they got to keep this one up because this is their last opportunity. Maki going to look to play this one down. Joy is there, looks for the shots, and puts one on for good measure. Joy once again with a hat trick. Hat trick in every single game of this series. Just all around great team series from the Dragons, and this last game is the pinnacle of it. Look at their stats. 3, 2, and 2 for both of them. Over 800 points for both of them. A complete and total team effort taking down the Hydras in 3 games.
Would you look at that? What a team effort we saw from the Dragons, and the Hydras were clearly the team here that had to play from behind, especially from the get-go. But I mean, come on, look how the Dragons played. It almost seemed like a cakewalk for them to some extent, but the Hydras had a valiant effort there in game number 2 and number 3. Now we're gonna see if we can potentially
got an
bring them
interview.
in. We do.
Fonzie, you want to go ahead and send them in here? We got Joy and Maki here from the Dragons. As oh my gosh, what a series out of you guys! Just taking it to the Hydras. They made it interesting in the second 2 games, but overall, every time the Hydras scored and it looked like they were back in that game, you guys just shut that down just as quickly as they brought it up.
Indeed, we were trolling a little bit after we got the Brazil game won. There wasn't a lot of pressure on us, so we wanted to make it close.
Yeah.
So we wanted an exciting game, Sorry.
Okay, so what you're telling us right now is you could have Braziled them every game, but you decided to go easy on them.
We respect every team we play against, but at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, you're just better.
That might be the easiest game we've ever played in our lives. But yeah.
Wow, a lot of harsh words there, but I mean, again, I do appreciate you guys, coming in here. I mean, obviously, after that game number 1, you guys were saying that you can definitely take your foot off the gas here. Tubby, any questions for these guys here?
Yeah, I mean, just an all-around great team performance, and I've noticed that I was going through the FDL website, and that all three of your teammates who have played this season, so it was you two, and I cannot remember the name of your third right
Michaelia.
now. Yeah, but all of you guys have an MVPR of like 4.7. I mean, just talk about like it really didn't seem like anybody is really the star here. It seems like you're just all around a solid team. Is that like kind of just the plans? Have you guys been working a lot to get there? And just talk to me about the process that you guys go through to get there.
I guess I'll start and I'll say that I'm definitely the best player on the team.
Ain't no shot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We picked up Michaelia after our third who we had at the beginning of the season. Waffle. He unfortunately he had some stuff going on with work and he couldn't really play as much. And Michaelia has been great. Just cracked and very good at what he does. And like it just allows us to be able to play around him and stuff. And it's not it's not like a struggle because he's a low rated player, which I think maybe a lot of people do run into is like finding difficulties playing with low rated players. If you're like for me, like for example, like I'm a 15.6 and he's like a 14.3, you know, like some people experience struggles there, but like it works just really naturally. And then Joy's just a ball chaser through and through. He's
That's crazy.
a monkey.
And
We
well,
had
I
to
did see
rein
him
him
with
in a
that.
little bit.
I did see him with that Stocktain out there. So I mean, come on now, that's the play style of the Stocktains I've heard, anyways.
Yeah.
But
all the other playstyles hurt my eyes. Or all the other card designs, I mean.
That's right, exactly. Once you put the Stocktain on, it's game over, right? You just chase the ball. You see the ball, you chase it. All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks for hopping in. Do you guys have any team that you'd like to call out, or anybody that you're looking forward to playing?
No, I don't really care.
You just
I actually do have a team that I'm looking forward to playing that I unfortunately I don't think I will be able to play anyways, but that is the Gators. Robot Man, Motions and Stoobs are the team that beat me in Game 7 in the finals of Season 2.
Ooh,
oh
Um,
boy.
they're gonna beat us
so
again.
well, I maybe, but I won't be there, so it's not my fault. No responsibility here.
Put some
Wow.
respect on the season 2 champions' names. Motion coming out of retirement for one more run here in the FDL. Captain Robot Man's got that squad looking real nice going into here. But I do want to give a quick shout out to Joy. 3 hat tricks in this game. Definitely putting your name in the rink for FDL Player of the Week. What a great performance, Maki, from you. Maki, nothing to be ashamed of. You also had 8 goals in this series, I do believe. But Joy, just really showing out in this series. And I just want to commend you for such a great series out of you. Great offensive and defensive performance out of you on this series.
Thank you. Honestly, I have double that if Maki's not with me. Put me with anyone else.
Well, I mean, you cannot forget about Maki's flips. Probably the best, or flicks, probably the best flicks in FDL if I had to put my money on it. And just a dominant performance here for the Dragons.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you guys again for hopping in here for an interview. We'll be back shortly for some more FTL action. Keep, just stay logged in here if you want to take a look at that. Hubby, thank you for casting with me tonight. And anything else before we hop off?
Absolutely, Audley. It was pure joy casting you with tonight. Pun intended.
W.
W's.